for that one. But now let's get straight into it. Now, when I say we all, I'm saying most of us who, were writing love letters, when we're in, year one, and SS1, and, year one. Then it was still a thing. Back then, in the secondary school, you'd be writing, go buy blue pad. Just, hi, I've not seen you since, all those kind of things. Yeah. But a good number of us, in fact, 80, if not 90% of those puppy love type experiences ended up with heartbreak. Yes, either the guy didn't like you, or the girl didn't like you and she liked somebody else. Story of many people's lives. Hello, and you find sometimes, you probably think, oh, this person is evil, is wicked. After all I've done for her, I wrote that letter. I went to go and buy her sweets. I even went to Mama Jero's house and we took black juice. Oh, I don't like this girl. And then, was it earlier this year or last year? No, I think it was last year. There was this very funny video, right, of a girl who was in tears. This girl was wailing. Apparently, her boyfriend broke up with her. She was in university. And this girl was raining, the camera's in front of her. She was raining insults. Stupid boy. La, la, la. I hate you. And then she started crying, but I still like him. Everybody was having a good laugh, Yeah. Maybe that was a good support system for her to vent. But do you know that a lot of young people did not and still do not have a support system when they experience this heartbreak? The very first heartbreak. My question this morning, should you choose to accept it, ladies and gentlemen, is how can parents of teenagers and young adults in 2025 and beyond prepare their children for? Because sadly, some people have harmed themselves because they were heartbroken. They gave their body and their soul, all their life, to a particular guy or girl because they were really in love. Imagine in some cases, some people, stayed with their friend, hoping that they were going to get married for 6 years, 7 years. No sex, no nothing, but they were just so committed. Even the parents knew, the family, everybody was just saying, two of you, it is sealed in heaven, signed, sealed, deliver. But maybe one person travels abroad, or maybe one person leaves Port Harcourt to school or work in Abuja, and then her vista is now, they get to see something different. They cannot fathom, how much change happened in less than 6 months. The person that you could always call at all hours, any time of the day, doesn't have your time. It's not because the person is wicked. It's not because the devil has sown a seed of discord. It's just that the person has grown apart from you. But your mommy didn't tell you. Our father didn't tell us. A lot of us, our parents did not sit us one day and say, when you have this heartbreak. In fact, if I'm honest, when I had my first heartbreak, it was my cousins that sat me down and laughed. Oh, hey, yeah. What did she tell you? I will not tell them. She not said, oh my God, that girl, nonsense girl. Oh yeah, what happened next? Where's the letter? Let me bring the letter. Let me see. I will not carry my 2 left legs. I don't go and bring the envelope where I see what I wrote for her. And they'll now say, wow, you can write too. And interestingly, after that experience, I started to write letters for my older cousins. Yeah, fun times.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
So how should parents prepare their children for the emotional breakup. 017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and X. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Send us a message to 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. But Jude, why oh why are we having this conversation in December? Well, if you didn't know, let me tell you. You see that Christmas break? That's when plenty heartbreak will happen. Whether you're 25 whether you're 35 or whether you're 18 or 19, by the time somebody goes to the village and come back, mark my words, mark my words, somebody will collect. We are going to find out. 9.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt. Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, season's greetings.
Yes. Thank you to you. And I must say my name is J.A.J.
Welcome.
Jude, when you're growing up with your parents, is it everything miss you that they give you?
It never happened now.
So that's part of the ways they go. There are times your expectations are very, very high. Right? And again, they just maybe due to financial constraints.
Yes.
Whatever,
they didn't buy the bicycle.
Don't even brag.
Uh-huh.
Man, you see the shoe I want wear for this Christmas, my father and I won't buy them.
Yes.
My mother has been to buy it, and nothing come out. So if you don't get everything they want, then you're already preparing them for heartbreak in future.
Yeah, but JJ, you see that type of heartbreak is different from the one where junior don't they like NECA when they class. So that type of heartbreak cannot be compared when you have written love letters. You put your mother's perfume inside.
If you can survive that small heartbreak, this is just like school, right? What you learn in nursery school is different from what you learn in primary.
Fair enough.
What you learn in primary is different from secondary, am I right? You go higher. So that one you are the peak. This one is the starting. So it has to be step by step at the end of the day. So if you start by disappointment for Christmas shoe and all those, another thing can still come up in future, maybe in secondary school, something you're supposed to get, you didn't get it, then you will even lock yourself for even 3-4 days. You don't eat anything. When you survive that one, you're preparing for this stage we are talking about now.
So Judge, let me ask you one question before I let you go. Now, it's a very similar comparison, right? No doubt, you disappointment from shoes. But I told you emotionally, it might be difficult. But most parents have never sat down with their daughters or with their sons and say, when they notice that junior, he don't they like Mama Ebo Pikino, be like they like him. Nobody ever gets to tell that child, see, now that she's not answering your call again, maybe.
I wish I understand what you're saying, but what I think you're saying is that when they are eyeing themselves in the beginning, then what is there? You have known of even people that are even into one or two. At the end of the day, the mother will say no, the father will say no, or father will say no, this one say yes, and then everybody goes separate ways. Because there is nothing attached, because you have already started experiencing heartbreak from beginning as a little child. So you just walk around past, nothing will happen.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. You say you walk up at 9.3, good morning. Oh dear. All right, messages now. 00903064160, 009030646. Good morning. Compliments of the season. Oh yes, please. Compliments of the season to you. I think in this part of the world, we don't get to be prepared for this type of heartbreaks. Yes, I agree with the caller who just said that when people don't get their shoes and their clothes, they're disappointed. But Jude, you and I both know that nothing will prepare any man or any woman for the kind of heartbreak that they've poured their heart and soul into a particular friendship or into a particular relationship. Have you not seen when friends, just friends, Jude, decide to quarrel, and then after that quarrel, one of them can't seem to eat or sleep and is spouting for weeks on end? Abba, we need to start to tell ourselves the truth in 2025. That is from Jay. Jay says we start to tell ourselves the truth. And I agree. Look, we do get disappointment when we don't get our new shoes, our new belts, and maybe new toys. But those things they're like physical. This is something you can't just, mommy, Nkiru is not talking to me again. Children can be very okay. All right, let's go on the break. When we come back, we get to hear more from you. I hope you're having a good time. Once again, today is the last day, if I'm not mistaken. Today is the last day of school for those of you who have kids in secondary schools and I think even primary schools. I know some universities probably start to wrap up maybe by next week or something, but some even have exams on 24th or 23rd. We've had that before. But for the younger ones, hello, holidays coming. No more teacher bling. How do you sing it? No more, is it no more running bells or no more schooling bells? Goodbye teachers, goodbye aunties, we are going on our jolly holiday. And one of the things that happens on holidays is you make new friends. Yes, you do. Now, we are talking about breakups this morning. Very popular song by Burna Boy, Last. Everybody go to Heartbreak. Basically, everybody gets to go through a heartbreak. Now, my first caller says, yes, there are some scenarios that parents have quietly and saliently be teaching children how to prepare for heartbreaks. They promise you a pair of shoes. You don't get it. I remember when they first promised me Nintendo when we were kids. We were so excited. Can never forget this. Then our neighbors, family friends had was it Super Nintendo or normal Nintendo? It was normal Nintendo. Anyway, Tommy Dog was his name. He had, Nintendo, and we'd love, and I mean love, we would all, back then in the Lekaya State, we would love to go and play, Nintendo in his house. So we begged Daddy, please buy. We didn't know that thing was so expensive that time. But children, we just wanted what, all our friends had, but we didn't get. So year after year, there was heartbreak. Daddy didn't buy it. Daddy, but Daddy said, so yeah, we were disappointed. Maybe broken, right? You see, there is a special type of disappointment when you have that special friend. When a child, usually that, like say 14, 15, and it goes up until the child is in university. Now, in university these days, the Gen Z are in uni. 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, right? They have a heartbreak. Look, even as a married man, right? I've heard people talk about, that girl, when she broke my heart, he paid me. And, we're resilient now, and we move on. But who taught us how to be resilient? These days, people are cutting themselves. Oh, yes. Some girls will take razor blades, mark themselves out of pain because they don't want to feel the pain that the boy that they like doesn't like them back. They don't want to feel the embarrassment. And so, for that period in the night when nobody's watching, they cut themselves. Or some guys, you I remember back in school those days, those of you who were in uniforms, those days after Pitasso then, there used to be a bar. Sometimes, 11 o'clock in the morning, you see some boys sitting down there, they are drinking beer. Why are you drinking beer at 11:30 a.m.? We used to think, this will just never do well. But it's very possible. Some of these people are just heartbroken. Then they were depressed. Maybe, life issues and, alcohol and the gangs were the only places for them. How many parents actually sat down and said, oh, my son, my daughter, this person that you used to call your friend, you no longer speak with the person. What happened? Do you want to tell me? I've heard lovely stories of some girls who are very close to their mothers. And so their mothers would know when they were in a serious relationship, whether they were in their 20s or 30s. And so when things were very difficult, they took solace in their mother's advice. And it turned out well. Some of them are married. They still talk to their mothers. That's a very minute number. So how then should parents prepare their young adults, that Gen Z children? People are going to be talking about, AI. People who are already writing code, solving problems, right? They are pretty good at all of that. But is it weird now? Or for some reason that many people cannot explain, they are not good at dealing with relationships.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
017-923-0007, 08179230009, 08179230007, 08179230009. Use those numbers, call us, let's have a conversation. At Nigeria Info, PH is where you find us on Facebook and X. 92.3. Oh dear, severed connection. Once again, at Nigeria Info, PH, at Nigeria Info, PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X, at Nigeria Info, PH. Interesting message here on SMS. Say, good morning, my name is Divine. Parents preparing their children for heartbreak is even a crime. When parents see crushes as being sport, parents will always warn their children against friendship. So talk more of preparing them for heartbreak in this country. 92.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Season's greetings to you.
Thank you, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning.
Greetings to you too. Well, Jude, what last week or so, Judy brought up a topic about young love. And we all talked about it, our own views. I was on the opinion that I prefer my children talking to me, my daughter, my sons talk to me. That is, look, everybody should raise their kids the way they want. Me, for me, I love communication. And so far it has helped me. It has helped me so much. And my children can tell me the weirdest of things, even the way they feel about girls and the way they feel about boys. The weirdest that mothers can't even imagine. Some things that children can dare not tell me. My sons have even bumped up on this boy is on phone, one or two things, and told me about how they feel about it and how it has affected them. So I love communication. As long as it's about, in fact, I'm interested when it's about the opposite sex. Yes, dude. I'm talking about heartbreak. Yes. I've seen my own child this process.
Oh.
It has become stronger, you know. And that is the first time, you know, I don't use sex after marriage. That one is out of the game. They know. Even they know. But when something comes, they run. That the first person they come to me, they don't even talk to friends. They come to me and I talk, and narrated my own experiences to them. It has really helped so much. In fact, sometimes when they come to me, they tell me that they just tell me how they want to go about it. Because of what I told them about my own experience and my own thing. You know, when I was a teenager, I just mentality, the matured mentality they are growing up with. So heartbreak, it comes. Whether you like it or you don't like it. If you like the street to your children, oh, you me. They have emotions. Now, whether you like experience this thing, out of your knowledge. In fact, they'll keep you
in the dark,
in the blues, in the moon. They will not come to you, and they will not. It is even more dangerous. That I hear, especially on say, you dare not. You focus on your academics. I told you, a child that is like 2 years old. You focus. You when you were 20 years old, where you know. Yes, sometimes they do as if we parents. Sometimes we behave as if we were saints when we were young. We did not fall in love as young stars, you know. And therefore, your children must pass through me. No, I told them I witnessed it, and it has helped them. It has helped me so far. I just saw my child through one or two challenges, not emotional challenges. Yes, it will come. And I was the first person. Then when she called me, the money come, please. I want to tell you something.
Hey, yeah.
I came out, and then her eyes. I look at her eyes. What's the problem? She now started talking. She first to hug me.
Oh.
She didn't yet hug me. She hugged me, and she now told me what to do. I said, yes, these are the things that come with it. You cannot run away from it. I talked to her, and she's stronger now. I sent her some videos, I sent her some messages. She tells me, Mommy, I thank God every day for you. I thank God I can run to you the first time. So it makes them mature emotionally. My whoever wants to raise their own children differently, iron hands, go ahead. Use the old pattern in this 21st century. It's not a cup of tea. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I can imagine how that must have felt. Coming to hear your child say, this person did this to me, this person did this to me. See, let me say this. I've been very blessed, very amazing mothers, not just my biological mothers, but women who took a very keen interest in my well-being. And I cannot say thank you enough to Professor Ejili. Cannot say thank you enough. This woman will pursue us everywhere. Who's that girl you're talking to? What's that girl doing? We all sit down, we eat, and she's gisting us. And she say, hey, Jude, that girl that came down there for you. What's going? I hope don't go and do anything there that will cause trouble. What's her name? And we got to a point we got really comfortable. When I mean really comfortable. This emotional drama that people are going to experience in the next 2 or 3 weeks, it's real. It's real. I know it's not just about those who are in secondary school. I'm talking about young adults, year 3, year 4, even those who are working. They go through this trauma. Well, what do I know? 017-923-0002, 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0007. 90.3, good morning. Port Harcourt, season greetings.
Season greetings, Mr. Jude. How are you doing?
Very well, welcome, please.
At least I found out that your topics for this season is truly family-oriented, and may God bless you for that.
Welcome.
This aspect of our lives, one area a lot of parents have failed. In fact, they are not even present in that area of their children. They gave their children everything money can afford, every advice they could offer. But when it comes to this aspect, a lot of parents failed. That is why you see when you get to this point of heartbreak, some people feel so terrible, frustrated, depressed. They don't even want to exist again. Some people go the extreme. But I found out that in most cases, we that were privileged to have parents that help us grow in that area, we are kind of strong. Should I surprise you, Jude?
Oh, please.
I am one young man that never had heartbreak in life. Never. No woman have given me heartbreak. Nothing have given me heartbreak. Nothing. Sometimes I ask myself, how come? Even if a relationship is ending now, I'm just laugh. I'm going to don't go another one they come. I'm sorry to say this, but there's something my mom told me growing up as a child. Don't expect anything from anybody. And whatever you are giving, don't expect them to give you back in future, because you don't know how much value they have for that thing you're expecting from them. These words from my mom guide us so much as male. In fact, there was a day she held once, especially I am my younger brother, that look, whichever woman you are with, count that woman as she's even lucky to have you. You are my sons. Jude, the truth is this: if we parents can invest emotionally to our children, we will save them from many things. Today, a lot of young people are absent because their parents were never there emotionally. A little heartbreak, a little disappointment, a little this, they just want to go the extreme to commit the SUIDE. They just want to end it all. No, it just is faith, just pass. So expect another faith This is what my mom told me.
Expect another phase.
Expect another phase. This chapter of this person just passed in your life. They are now the history, they are not your destination.
I should write that down. They are just the history and not the
Until
destination.
we get to understand that our children are not just, we just have intercourse, we give birth to them, they are our own. They are beyond that. These people are spirits in our hands. If we mold them, they'll become angels. If we don't mold them, they become demons. And the repercussions, we are not able to accept it or eat the fruit they are going to give to us. That is why sometimes I get so upset that when we spend so much time training our children, caring for our children, others are not doing the same. And others are expecting to come and be friends with our children. It's not going to work.
It's okay.
It's not going to work. Like I told my girls, I said, look, for now, forget anything boyfriends. You don't deserve it. Any girl of your age that is going after boyfriend, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, is because she don't have a father. She's hungry and she's desperate. If she's well provided for, she has nothing to do with the boyfriend. And listening to this, any day you want to marry and we confirm that you are not a virgin, you are not collecting bride price, just go. See, until you engage children to understand the value they have, they are going to trade it to people who don't deserve it. Until you tell them their importance here on earth, until you give your treat, even you said Whitney said something in one of her songs. I believe the children are the future. Show them the beautiful things inside. Show them that which they can carry. Teach them the sense of pride. That is why I don't joke with some of those works on those guys. Not that these ones of this age are not good, but those ones are more philosophical, relating, and we can able to grow it. What we have today is more of shake your bomb bomb now. If you shake your bomb bomb, the girl is following me, I'm following the girl is money and trends and stuff there. I even get those times. Before I leave the floor, when you come to this aspect of emotions, spend time with your kids. You see my girls, I spend late night with them. Should I tell you the truth? I won't take them to club. What other girls are doing. Do what you want for yourself, decide. But one thing I told them, until you get to that age where you can manage certain activities, please don't lay your hands on it. If you know you cannot handle a relationship for now, don't go into it. If you know you cannot handle a friend for now, don't go, because friends must come with disappointment. They must come with betrayal. They must come from action from you. So if you know you have enough to give to them, then go. But if you eventually get there, don't expect them to do what. Don't expect them to send you airtime because you are giving them data. Don't expect them to give you data. Expect from them. With that, emotionally, you are safe. Because if you don't protect the emotions of your children, they will destroy them for you.
They will destroy them for you. Once again, it's not about giving them license to do whatever they want, but how do you give them the tools to manage those scenarios? 92.3, good morning.
Morning, Jude.
Good morning, welcome. Season's greetings to you.
Okay, Jude, my name is Roland.
Welcome, Mr. Roland.
Man, this program is very nice.
Oh.
You know one thing that I
Yes, please.
Today I'm a married man. She's not a family. When growing up, my mom made me understand a lot of things in life. It was a common for me to look at my father. It was not funny at all. You know, my friends, you write a letter to someone. They will change your name. If you use any question, please, to clean your name and put their name.
Hey! Are you serious?
So when you are saying all those things, I was meditating seriously.
Oh.
Because when you write a letter, you expect somebody to come and meet you. The meeting is not meeting someone else because of the name on the letter was not yours anymore.
People did things so.
Those memories are very fun. Now we talk about it, we laugh and we joke about it. But when we talk about parents now, I understand something. It depends on how you bring up your children. Do you know me as a man? my mom was sick, I used to
Oh.
tell you how close we are. The only thing I don't discuss with my mom is how I'm myself. I'm very comfortable of telling her anything.
Oh.
I can leave the house by 2 o'clock midnight. I tell her where I'm going to. My mom needs to understand that whatever place you are going, make somebody know. Let somebody know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you cause problem, if you do anything, you must have somebody you always tell the truth, so that they can be able to know how to help you out. Because one thing about relationship or friendship, when you lie too much, they believe in you and find out what you are doing is right, and they'll never trust you anymore.
Wow.
So she taught me,
wow,
as a man, in case more I get married as a man, I should know how to cook, I should not do domestic work, I should not be depending on a woman, I should not keep my faith with me. Today, it helps me a lot. I am so happy. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I think parents should be very close to their children. Me growing up, my elder ones to beat me a lot. So I cannot be able to even tell them things passing through when I'm in a relationship. Because I was scared of telling them. But if you have your children as your friends, they can tell you and you can't tell. You talk to them the way they want that. Because this what are you? One thing I want to do is that this life is like a cycle. Whatever journey you are journeying today, they have done it before. Whatever effort you are doing today, they have done it.
they've done it. Yeah,
The world is just a cycle.
yeah, true.
So I think the best thing for every parent is to be friends to your children. So your children can be able to understand a lot of things you are telling them. You know there are some things, conversations somebody will tell you based on his own experience. After some months, it will come to you. You see, but you guys realize that this is somebody to tell you, not know how to solve that matter.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My
So, Roland.
let the parents be very close to your children. Help them a lot. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Roland. Wonderful story shared with us this morning. Emmanuel in Uniport says, "Good morning, Jude. Interestingly, this generation you're talking about doesn't really care about emotions and relationships. These days, their emotions are transient excitement. This generation is more experienced and exposed than many adults. They also have new means of dealing with the emotions. This includes substance abuse, promiscuity, and social media." Emmanuel in Uniport. Good morning, Jude. Said this topic really got to me. My mom always used to tell us, because we're just two girls, that we should let her know when we like someone or someone is interested in us. She doesn't discourage dating, but she and my dad never dated according to her. He just waka me say, "God say you are my wife." Can you imagine? So we're well enlightened. And speaking of, it not happen because you must know what you want before you embark on something. Can you imagine that? 3, I'm proudly single, not because man no they come, but because of the value we put in building ourselves. Thank you for sharing, please.